What's up, Meta Nerds? Today we're going to talk about the B3 Ultra Battle Droid. It's basically a B2 on steroids. Not a lot of people know about him because he wasn't in any of the movies or the TV shows. The only canon reference we have is in the Dark Disciples novel. In it, Quinlan walks upon the scene of a battle, picks up a piece of metal, and says, "This is a repair part for a B3. It's from Legends that we get to see just how awesome this droid is, and we even get a really interesting story about one. It's said that the B3 was the deadliest droid in the CIS army, and was far cheaper than droidecas. Their story starts when Metaboard challenged two production teams, Metalorn and Foundry, to come up with their next big battle droid. General Grievous liked the design from Foundry, and their droid called Avatar 7 had its name changed to the B3. The Trade Federation's idea for the B3 was not to use it in numberless hordes like the B1, but to insert them for frontline assaults against well-defended targets. What made them ideal for this kind of warfare was their wide range of weapons. It also had an additional pair of blaster arms around its torso. Like its B2 brother, it did have weapons that fired out of the wrist, but they were a little bit different. This guy's right arm was equipped with a tight spray flamethrower, while its left supported a wide spray plasma cannon. In addition to this, it also sports a rocket launcher on top of its left shoulder. These weapons combined with upgraded software which allowed it to track multiple targets at once. Its most unique feature was something called a density projector. This allowed the B3 to dramatically increase its weight, making it unmovable by force abilities. So none of this action. In the comic Heavy Metal Jedi, a part of the Clone Wars adventures, we see what happens when Jedi Masters Mace Windu and Saesee faced an Avatar 7 prototype at the Battle of Iktok. It was an extremely tough battle for two of the strongest Jedi in the Order, and they were only able to defeat it by crushing it under the remains of a Hailfire droid. After the battle, Saesee says to Mace Windu, "But clearly, even your acrobatics weren't enough to stop that thing." B3s were also used during the Outer Rim sieges, where they were specialized heavy units for the Separatist commanders. Here we see the problem of a huge price tags and malfunctions with their density projectors catching up to them. The droid was simply too pricey and had too much that could go wrong. No point in having a kick-ass battle droid if it's always in the repair shop. That's the last that we get to see of these guys during the Clone Wars. Later, hundreds of these units pop up in the Imperial Academy's urban warfare training zone on the planet of Karaida. We don't have any proof that these B3s pop up in any criminal syndicates or Hutt cartels or anything like that after the Clone Wars and after the fall of the Empire. Unlike their B2 and Droideca cousins, it doesn't seem like these guys ever get to fight against the Yuzong Vong. So that's it for the story of the B3. Not too much history, but he's definitely cool to look at, and he's one of those extra rare droids not a lot of Star Wars fans know about. What'd you think about him? Let me know in your comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more content. Make some suggestions for some future videos you want to see. And remember, may the Force be with you. Always.